Hey everybody, it's Aaronator here. We got our 15th episode of our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode here on the PS4, guys. In the last episode, we went and did the start of the season all the way up to 1 month before the trade deadline. This is our record, 28, 17, and 8. Our team is pretty steady, which is nice to see. We're 10 games, we're above 10 games, above 500. We're 11 games to be exact. But it looks like right now, even with Minnesota in a wildcard spot at 56 points, it doesn't look like, unless we fall apart, if we can keep up this pace, we should be able to make the playoffs this year without any concerns. We're actually, the Pacific Division is really bad this year, so as long as we can stay in the top 5 in our division, that we should be okay. We've played quite a few more games aside from these teams, but we can still keep up this pace and go further. So I have pre-scouted trades for the trade deadline. Some of them have not quite appeared yet, and some of them should still be options. There's a team with a goalie, and right now, because our team is doing well, I don't want to do anything like right at this minute. But if we start losing, then I might make that trade for a goalie. Picard has been playing, he's okay. But I mean, if he can steal some games here, I might rethink the trade, because I mean, we're giving up assets and we don't have many of those. So if we need to make trades in the off season, if we don't have those assets, we might not be able to make some trades go through. Everybody has been commenting down in the comments saying that I should get a puck moving guy to go with Tyson Barrie. I've been looking like crazy, but if a team doesn't want to give up a defenseman like that, and it's probably like we want an 88 overall plus kind of guy, that value is tremendous, and it's like multiplied by like probably 1.5 of its actual value because they don't want to give him up. That's what I'm just assuming. And I have tried to make trades go through, especially TJ Brodie from the Calgary Flames, because Calgary isn't doing that well and they're considered a rebuilding team. But they won't budge at all. Giordano is available from there, but his contract is not the greatest. So the one guy that I have that I'm thinking about right now is OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson of the Arizona Coyotes. So let me just go sim right to the deadline. I'm hoping that his name pops up. I will obviously still look at other teams to see if any other defensemen are on the trading blocks, but I mean, unless we're getting an outstanding defenseman, I don't want to change anything about our defense core. Let's go and add, who do we need? Let's go and add a defenseman from the Swedish League. 1 month. So some divisional games here. This would be nice to get some wins and keep our steady pace. 2-4-0 losses. That's not good. So I've been thinking a lot lately about what a cup team would look like necessarily. First of all, let's hold a team meeting because I don't want to be losing all these games for nothing. A big rivalry, we got to be demanding as usual. Nick Patan, still not liking it. Don't know what's up with him. Let's go to edit lines, and I might actually start trying something, and that would be to split up Duchesne and McKinnon, because they've been all together. I may have to take that back. They're one of our only consistent lines right now. And I mean, my mindset for this was this basically. Soderberg, I guess, would go to the third line or something. And then if you look at this, I mean, is this not a good... You got a nice top line there. You got a second line that can score. And then a nice third line center in Soderberg, good defensively. But, I mean, if right now, if we're playing... Here, just a second. Reset to defaults. I mean, this seems to be our lineup right now that is getting it done. We have lost 2-4-0 games. But it's okay. It's okay. You're going to have those games, and you're going to have those streaks. But if we continue to lose, I may make that trade earlier rather than later. I'm not sure if Picard's in the net for these games, but we'll see. This is a big game, so you know what? Let's go and actually check. We can actually check whether it is Varlamov or Picard, but let's do a slow sim for this. First period, and it's steady 1-1. Second period. Third period, let's sim it. Patan got one earlier on, so hopefully, I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting him that much. If we can get some more offense from our top line, though, so then I don't have to split you guys up. Power play, nothing happens. That would be nice. I just saw Landeskog at a 90, and I'm just like, I'm not changing that. And that's either Jordy or Jamie Benn once again getting on the scoring sheet. And can we tie it up? There you go, Nick Patan. He ties it up. That's nice. Overtime, let's get the win, boys. And there you go, Joel Corburn with 2 seconds left in overtime. That's a clutch victory right there. So it's a good thing we got the victory there. That was very important. Boston, we will continue on. I believe it was Varlamov in the net. So, I mean, it's okay. We're not doing that bad. We just had 2 losses there, and I was a bit worried, but we're not getting offense, so that's strange. View player info. This guy is a sniper, I believe. Yeah, but he's not going to help us out too much. So decline. Let's go and continue on. It's just our offense right now. We haven't quite gotten enough, and our top line should be getting offense. That's a point. That's okay. Carolina, they're a steady team. We got to beat them. And we got a 5-3 loss. So we're losing a bunch of games here, so let's maybe make some changes because you can't just keep on losing like this. That's not acceptable. Minnesota's trying to catch up with us. All those top teams in the division, we could easily be a top-end team in the division, but we're just losing games right now. So Duchesne, I'm not sure if we want to play him as a winger or if we want to play him on the top line. So McKinnon, I'm just going to put you on the second line, and we'll see if that works. Sniper, playmaker, power forward with Grigorenko and stuff. McKinnon, Soderberg, Marchand. As long as McKinnon's getting that top line power play time, we should be okay. Let's give him the top line here with Landeskog, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. He's supposed to be our top end forward, so we'll play him where he needs to be played. It does hurt because we do actually have a lot of injuries. I just realized that once again. So, I mean, you can't really blame these guys. They're trying. They're -1 and -2. It's not that bad. But let's try and make some changes, maybe even it up a bit. Let's go to calendar, I believe. We'll go to calendar, and we will go and continue simming more games. So as soon as we get within a week of the deadline, I'll make sure to be checking Arizona a bit more and see if we can make a trade for Ekman-Larsson. But, I mean, if nothing shows up, then it's not really worth it. So 5-3 victory over Tampa Bay. These are some Eastern Conference teams, but because we lost some early games early on in this month of February, we want to get some wins back. So Toronto, they're struggling. We got to get a win out of these guys. We got to get at least a point. There you go. You know what? I'll take a point. Buffalo, they're a very competitive team, looks to be a playoff team. Let's prove that, I mean, we can go up against these teams whether near the end of the season. Whether it's in the playoffs, we've got to be starting to get more wins going into the playoffs. There you go. That's a big win, 3-2 over Buffalo. So nothing has happened. I think the trade block's pretty much empty with stuff. So let's go quickly. We're about 4 days before the trade deadline. Let's go and see if anything is happening. Activity feed. We'll check out the trades and see if there's anything. Mikko Koivu to Anaheim in exchange for a first and Tristan Edler. Is there... how's Arizona doing? Let's just see if they've fallen off a bit. Because that might give us a good idea of whether or not they're willing to trade him. They still may be willing to trade him because he has 1 year left on his deal, but it's just... we can just check this way. Arizona, they're still looking to be a playoff team, but they are a bit out of it, so maybe we'll have to check. Let's keep on simming a bit closer. I don't think he will get. I don't think any team will trade for him. I think it would have to be us probably. That's a lot of value for Ekman-Larsson, but I mean it could happen. I hope no one trades for him. If he's on the block, I hope it's us. St. Louis, this is a big game, divisional game, and we get the 4-1 victory. That's very nice. So we got 2 wins with our new lineup. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I just went off, like, you look at teams like Pittsburgh and Chicago, Malkin and Crosby, Kane and Taves, those guys are split up, so maybe that will help if we have McKinnon and Duchesne split up. More danger. Patan, when you're as good as me, recent performances like these are just the norm. This is actually a good chance to get him to... not only to develop him a bit more, hopefully, if we can get him to work, like if we can get the high morale, but also if we try doing team meetings, if we turn his trend to be up, well, it is up, but if we can just work it a bit more, then we might be able to prevent him from being negative in the locker room. So do we want to be demanding or motivating? When as good as me recent performances like these are just the norm. He has been playing well, but I still think you can do better, bud. Motivational, it didn't work. So okay, so there's no change. I thought it meant like it was negative. So that's good. It wasn't negative, but still not great. Advanced day. And yeah, it's almost ready. So I'm not going to add anything on there. I'm just going to keep it up. And then let's see if there's any more trades. I know I'm a bit slow today, but I'm just trying to make sure we can get up to the deadline and then find a trade. So, I mean, our goalies, I'm not sure, because there's a perfect goalie that's in there. You know what? It doesn't hurt. Ekman Larson, they don't want to give up. That kind of really sucks. Is there any other defenseman? I mean, Giordano, but no. 88 overall. He's a puck-moving guy. That could be exactly what we need, guys. I mean, Drew Doughty is on the block. What? Are you insane? Oh my gosh. Trade for Drew Doughty, boys. I mean, it's a puck-moving defenseman, right? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Wow. Why wouldn't you accept that? I don't know if we're gonna have enough assets. Like Johnson, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Wow, they want to give him up. First round pick. They don't want a first round pick, so that's gonna be hard. That's an option. Oh my gosh, that is a huge option for us. Defense, arguably the best defenseman in the league in his prime. Do we not want that? I mean, if LA, you guys can say it's not realistic, but technically 1 year left on his contract. Maybe they don't feel comfortable with signing him. There's teams like there's some teams, Philadelphia. The guy I was gonna get, I'll actually show him to you right now. Right there, you can probably see him there. It was Michael Neuvrith. So they actually have like 3 or 4 goalies in their team. You don't usually see that all the time. No, yeah, they have 4 actually. Stolarz and Hart being younger goalies. We could go after one of them. But, I mean, if I looked at stats, stat-wise, Michael Neuvrith's playing. He has great stats and a solid record. I mean, good contract. So, you know what I will do is I will trade for this guy. I'm not going to trade Picard back. Plus, I don't even want him. I already have a trade pre-scouted for this, so it's okay. We can make the trade. I'm okay with giving up what we have to give up. A third-round pick. And although they don't want him, we have some younger guys. Some younger wingers. They could use some wingers because, I mean, Voracek and Simmons aren't going to be there forever. It's always nice. Tulola, because stat-wise, compared to Grenstrom, as a 2-way forward, he's more offensive, and he's not getting offense. He's actually not the greatest. So, could be because we're not playing him enough, but, I mean, even at that, we might as well trade him for something that we can use. So, a third and Tulola for Michael Neuvrith. We'll see if it goes through. And happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Philadelphia Flyers, and we consider it a done deal. So we added a new backup for us. Pavel Bure is not happy. Darn it. Picard's not happy. So we're going to try and be positive towards Picard as much as we can. But, I mean, I don't know. We lost locker room chemistry. I don't know why. We traded for a solid backup. I mean, the team should be happy. It could just be Picard just saying, like, hey guys, I think he wants to fire me. Well, Picard, this is still your opportunity to, like, you know, play better and make the lineup. So Biggs and Barry, who do I want to put in? Biggs is the higher potential, just medium instead of low. So we'll play him. We can actually do best lines right here, and there you go. It should be still fitting. Let's keep on going. Defense. Pavel Bure is on defense. We could use a defenseman. We could use a defenseman for the AHL, but we're going to just leave that for now. So let's keep on looking. Is there any defensemen? There was Gilbert, Tom Gilbert. That they might have some more players that they have on the block. Anybody? No. I'm not seeing anything. Roy and Lundqvist. Is there like a McDonough available? No, he's not. There's nothing. It's really difficult, guys. Really difficult to trade for these guys. Strome, I noticed him. Was he actually in the line? No, he wasn't. I just thought I just saw a lot of NHL players, and I thought he might have been NHL ready. So I thought it'd be interesting to have a young forward. But it should be okay. Montoya and stuff. I was thinking about trading for Fucale because he's arguably like the perfect thing that we need right now. Just look at this though. 23 years old. Eventually, when Varlamov's cap is out or something, maybe we'll need a new goalie. 85 overall, the highest backup you can get. Sometimes it's a starter, but his role is a backup, probably because of morale. And, I mean, great stats. The thing was, I mean, trade value, they don't want to give him up. A couple different things. I mean, Price has 6 years left in his deal, even though he is 31 and he could drop. Fucali could have been an option, but you know what? It's okay. But as for defensemen, I'm going to give it one more day. I doubt anybody's going to trade for Doughty. You get it? You get it? I doubt it. Yeah. Okay. No, not your cup of tea. Come on. So player morale. Let's see. Picard's not going to be happy. Let's talk to him. I can't say I'm too happy about you getting players that have a similar role as me. They don't. You're an AHL goalie, and he's a professional. So a little competition never hurt anyone. I understand your frustration, but we were just trying to string the team overall. That's not really going to help him be happy. Demanding, I need you to work harder to show me who should earn those extra minutes. I'm asking you to work extra hard to show me who the go-to guy is. Thank you for the challenge. He's not a go-to guy. I need you to work harder. I need to be demanding from Picard. Responded favorably. I mean, just demanding seems to be the positive effect for lots of guys. But I mean, honestly, what would you say to him? You got to be honest with him, right? Trade is always a hassle. We know you can bring a lot to the table, which is why I traded for you. Go prove it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, bud. No impact. So I felt a bit like go prove it is a bit wasn't great for Newfrith. So I just wanted to be demanding because that's usually positive. So even neutral is okay. But we're just gonna leave it the way it is. As for goalies, though, I like to put in. Let's actually see if Picard has improved at all. He's 84. Sorry, yeah, he is 84, but his stats, he hasn't really gotten many wins. So Newvrith, you're gonna go in the lineup and you're gonna play stellar for us, hopefully. Scratched. There you go. Defense. We're gonna need some more defensive support. -2, -4, -1. We might want to switch things around a bit, but we're just gonna leave it for now. We're just gonna leave it. Offensively, I like how the lines are going. It seems that McKinnon might be able to help Marchand, and then Landeskog. Oh yeah, I like it. Hopefully Grigorenko can really develop on that first line, because that way we can have more depth when some older guys head out eventually in a couple of years. But you know what, we're just got to focus on building the team. So sometimes Advanced Day does do multiple days, so sorry, I'm going to take the extra couple seconds to make sure we don't go past the deadline. So we're going to go right on the deadline day. And let's go and it's March 1st. We're going to go and make a trade on the deadline, hopefully, if there's a defenseman available. There is. There's the best one in the NHL. So Ekman Larson is not wanting to be traded, or at least they're not wanting to trade him. Okay. So how good is Petrovic? Just out of curiosity, I just saw him. So if he is decent, then we could trade for him. Because, I mean, top 6 defenseman, I could use someone other than a depth guy. Is this guy a top 6? Mine are top 2, so not really worth our time. Is there any other defensemen that are like top 6 defensemen that I could put in case of injuries? McCallick might be a top 6. He's a depth D. Well, we have depth Ds, and I mean, if we do trade for a guy like Doughty, which I'm gonna try and do, because you guys, obviously it's Doughty and he's on the Kings, and it doesn't make sense for them to trade him, but they want to give him up. Okay, they want to. That's their choice. Okay, so if you don't think it's realistic, I'm sorry, but that's just how it works. So what are we gonna give up? No matter what, I don't even care. They don't want it, but we're gonna trade our first round pick. That seems to be one of our best shots of getting trade value close to Doughty's. We have to trade a top prospect or something. So Daly, Nicholson, Zadorov, Malak, let's trade some sort of prospect. I really don't see anything. Barron, is there any other low value, well, decent valued prospects still here? Shahan is a depth guy, but he's playing the AHL. I don't want to mess anything up there. Barron in the AHL. Center, some solid face-off, solid defensive stats. I like to keep him. We have to trade a defenseman, guys. So is it Johnson's time to head out? I mean, that would be filthy if we could keep him, like really filthy. We are cautious if we get injuries. I mean, what can we do? I think Picard is, I mean, just it makes sense to move him out. Along with Picard, because they don't actually have many good goalies. We'll give them just a prospect in Zetterberg here. So we'll see what that does. We're trying to get as much value close to them as possible. So a second round pick, and then you have to trade a defenseman. I think we can try it. A second, Picard and Zetterberg. For Doughty, will it go through? Yeah, that's not going to work. So we have to choose a defenseman, guys. Who's going to be the guy? Everybody's saying Johnson is got to go with his contract. He's not good enough to get it done, but he is. If we have him as our third defenseman, guys, we have a lot better of a chance. He's a lot more proven than a guy like Zadorov or Trouba as our third guy. Zadorov's a -2. He has 1 year left in his contract. The only thing I was going to trade this guy, but you look at who he's friends with: Duchesne, McKinnon, Barry, all of our top guys, arguably. So that could be a mistake. Is it possible to trade a Trouba? I'm not even sure. Can we trade a Trouba? Trouba could be traded. I think Trouba has to go, guys. A younger defenseman. It makes more sense this way. And, I mean, he's bouncing back, but I don't know. It's too tough because, I mean, you're trading for a great defenseman. If we could just... You just have to look what is our defense going to look like when everyone's back? Not next year, but like this year in the playoffs. So probably be Barry and Doughty. I don't even care about that. You got to play those guys together. Johnson and Zadorov, I guess, and then Bigra and Trouba. Would a Weirkosh work? I mean, he's injured, 1 year left. Just to make the trade go through, he'd be nice to have for injury help, but I mean, there's only so much you can do. Is there anybody else we can trade? Shahan, it's not going to be enough. We have to trade a defenseman, guys. Johnson, 5 years left at $6 million. They want him. He's just such a good team guy. You guys, you got to be like realistic. Johnson. This is such a tough trade to make, guys. You have no idea how much I'm like in real life. I don't like Johnson at all, but so I might need time to think about this. So I might skip a bit. But if I'll just skip this part and take some time to look in depth a bit more. Guys, we can't make it to go through. Doughty's too much. Future-wise, I tried, guys. I did. I want to win this year, but Doughty... It loses a big opportunity. Some of you guys may be thinking that's the right decision just because it's not realistic. But morale-wise, what we have right now, I trust the team. We have a good team. We can win this year. I trust the team that we have. We're going past the deadline. We are. That was, oh my gosh. I hope that wasn't the wrong decision. I need this team to really help and step up right now. We need to start stepping up and proving that we're a better team. We're still that team that could make it to the Western Conference Finals and to the Stanley Cup Finals. Just 1 month in the WHL for defensemen. We have to get as many points as possible. I don't even want to. I don't want us to have to worry about making the playoffs. We need to make the playoffs this year. It shouldn't be a problem. San Antonio, just best lines. Anaheim, there's a 3-1 win. That's a big victory. Carolina, let's get another victory. Just go on a big winning streak here. There you go, 2-1 victory. LA, the team that we could have got a Doughty from. Can we beat them? We can beat them, guys. They're struggling. We got to beat them. There you go, 4-1 victory. Winnipeg, New York, back-to-back. There's a point, and we got to get a win against the Rangers. Bounce back with a win. That's another point. I'll take it. Philadelphia, new versus former team. And we end up getting a 3-0 loss. You know, that's okay. We got to come back with a win, though, guys. We can't start losing. Even going strong into the playoffs, we need to have those points, and we also need to be strong. Washington, do we have a defenseman back? Weirkosh is back. Thank you, Weirkosh. Yes, that's going to help us tremendously. I just need to play him. Let's see. Who do we want to play? Biega's doing a bit better, so we'll put in him instead. Weirkosh. His line mate is Zadorov, I believe, but we're going to leave the lines the way they are right now, I think. No, let's put them together. Weirkosh, and then we'll put Biega there. Yeah, we can do that. And then, you know what? Just because, we'll just do this for now, and when Trouba gets back, we'll make that change. Washington, let's get a win. Weirkosh's first game back, we get a 4-2 loss. Come on, guys, we have to get a win. We can't go on a 5-game losing streak like this. Varlamov, No! What? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. What? That's killer. You know what? Let's keep on. You know what? Let's just keep on going. I'm not gonna say anything more. That really sucks. And that's why we traded for Newbirth, because you never know with injuries. That's just ridiculous. Picard's back to an 82. Oh my gosh. Newbirth, how you doing? He still has stellar stats. He hasn't been great, but we need him to be great for us. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? We lost Varlamov. No! He's gone, guys, for the playoffs. He's gone. We can't get him back. Stupid injuries. Oh my gosh, we got killed defensively. Guys, we got to still make the playoffs at least. We still have a strong team here in Colorado, okay? We lost our starting goalie. Trouba's back. That's going to help us tremendously. Defense, let's put him back in the lineup. Come on. There you go. And we'll put him back in exchange for Biega. We'll have to make sure that all the other extra lines are still good. Trouba is back, so we'll put him with Bigras, and then Zadorov with Weirkosh. Special teams, that's all good. Penalty kill, that's good. I don't know if Weirkosh was there, but maybe he was. We'll just leave that. I want to put Soderberg on the top line penalty kill, because he is our top line penalty killer. He should be. So we'll keep it like that. I'm trying to still think, is there anything else? No. I wanted to take out, put Bigras up there, please. Zadorov in exchange for Bigras. Let's go right now. There you go. Changing current line. And then we'll put in our other defenseman, Zadorov, right there. That's a really tough loss, guys. We lost Varlamov. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Like, could you, like, you want to hurt us any more, game? You just took away our starting goalie. That sucks. That's why, you know what, that sucks that we're reading these trades so perfectly. Like last year we had Hamhuis, then we had an injury to Johnson. Like, oh my gosh. Guys, we can't start losing now. I know we lost our goalie, but we have two solid goalies that I know can get us some wins here. Toronto, there's a win. 3-2 in a shootout. Scouting trip, we might as well scout a goalie. Actually, but yeah, we probably should do that. Let's scout. OHL had 6 goalies. There's Russia. So maybe we'll do goalies in Russia. But first, we're going to do OHL goalies for a month. 4 games left in the season. How close? Are we in a playoff spot? Have we clinched yet? Have we clinched? We're in a wild card spot. Winnipeg's right behind us with 1 point. We got to get in that divisional spot. We got to do it again. Let's see. Central Division. Pacific Division. Oh, no. There's no way that we missed. Technically, it's possible. They could get 4 wins, and then that gives them 8 points, so 91 points. We need 1 more. We probably need 3. We need 3 more points to clinch for sure. But I mean, look at how close we are to the top. I want to get as deep as possible, because then we can go up against the. You know what? It won't help us necessarily. But I mean, I take any advantage that I can get. Home ice advantage. Hopefully, you know what? That would be nice to have. Sometimes it doesn't seem to be advantages for some teams, but my thing's loading for a bit. I don't want to freeze, so I just wanted to stop that. Chicago, let's get wins. They're a struggling team. We need to get points right now. Come on, guys. That's a definite win. That's got to be a definite win right there. Steal us a game, goalie. Newvrith or Picard. 3-2 loss. We lose in regulation, of course. Guys, we have to get wins now. Don't lose the season like this. New York Islanders, let's get a win. Got to get a win. Come on. There you go. 4-0. That's a big thing. A big win. And we qualify for the playoffs. That's awesome. So we'll just finish up the sim right now. Winnipeg, let's get a win. Let's get a win against Winnipeg. Are you kidding me? What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh. This one's even guaranteed. I don't even know. Like June 2nd. No, that's like past the draft. Soderberg, July 4th. Are you serious? Game, do you have... What are we doing? What is going on? We just lost 2 of our best, like, most solid consistent playoff performers in Soderberg, veterans. Sorry, I don't know if they're that consistent. I can't remember. But Soderberg is a definite piece that could have helped us win the cup. Same with Varlamov. We just lost both of them for the entire playoffs. Are you kidding me? What is going on? Like, seriously, this was supposed to be our year. This really was. Oh my gosh, Patan, you're getting up there. Oh my gosh, guys, we are getting screwed by the EA right now. EA Voodoo is up. It's here. Patan, let's put you in there. He's a center. Colborne, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Those are the lines. Right wings. That sucks. Klinkhammer, wait. We'll put in Klinkhammer for now. I think this might be a good opportunity to put in Yakubov, but we also may want to play him in the HL. You guys got to let me know. Do we bring up Yakubov or Shahan or Boric or Daly or anybody? Do we bring up anybody or do we just leave it like this? That sucks. Are you kidding me? What the heck just happened to our team? Okay, so it's safe to say McKinnon, I mean, he's got to be one of our best players. We have to play on the penalty kill. He hasn't been fantastic in the past, but we need him to be fantastic now. Landeskog, I know he's not a centerman, but he's got to be our top penalty killer as well. So we'll get him in there. Penalty kill, we'll get him in there again. And that should be it. That is, like, are you serious? Soderberg and Varlamov, what the heck? Wow. That's... Oh my gosh. Winnipeg, can we get a win here? 3-0 loss. What the heck do we do? Now we have to keep our line out spread out like McKinnon, Duchesne, Landeskog. We want a chance. We can't put all of them on the first line. We have to keep them out like this. New Jersey, we get a point. We made the playoffs. We didn't get 40 wins. That's kind of disappointing right there. NHL regular season has ended, and we're going to be going up against the St. Louis Blues. Oh my gosh. Guys, what has happened? What has happened to this team? I don't know. 60 points from Marchand. He's going to have to step up in a big way. We have some young guys that need to step up like crazy. This could still be our year, guys. It still could. I know that it's really tough. We have to hope that Neuwirth can play solid and that Nick Patan and or Colborne should be on the solid. You guys have to give me line combinations. I need to know what can work. Who needs to be on that second line? Do we need to put up some of the young guys like Patan more offensively? Rantanen, move McKinnon's probably going to be second line center. We have to do that. That's for sure. So we can move one of those guys to the wing. Colborne can be on the third line. I don't know. You guys got to let me know. That's wow. And now we're going up against the top team in the West. We're going up against one of the top teams in the league. The top team in the West, one of the top teams in the league. And guess what they're good at? Offense. Are you kidding me? And we lost two great defensive players. Wow, we are going to be so messed up right now. Okay, let's go check out the season stats. It's going to be a long video, but yeah. Landeskog, 25 goals. He had a big year for us. He played really solid throughout the year, really consistent. Duchesne, I would expect more, but it sucks. But, there's only so much you can do. I don't know why McKinnon can't. It's offensive awareness. All those stats, they're 87. His skating really has made him a 90. So, I don't know. Soderberg, Grigorenko, Patan. Some of these guys are getting 30 points. That's nice. 10-goal seasons. These are really consistent. So, we have the depth offense. That might be one of the reasons why it's a bit more evened out. But, it's okay. It's steady. Defenseman, I just wanted to have a closer look. Barry had 52 points, another solid year for him. Johnson, solid year, plus 10. He was our biggest plus defenseman. That's what I'm talking about. He's still consistently playing for us, guys. That's why I didn't want to trade him. It was tough. Begrass, 10 goals. He just came back. He was not liking his ice time. We gave him more ice time. Look at how he performed. He's played very, very well. Trouba, he actually was really good for us this season. Much better. I hope he goes back to 86 or something. We could really use that. Zadorov also went back up. He's a plus player. We were cautious a plus player. All of our defensemen right now, we got them all healthy. So that's the big part. We do still have a good defense, and Neuwirth can steal us some games. So, who do you guys think should be played? I think we have to put in Neuwirth. I think you guys would all agree with that. Picard. I mean, if Neuwirth isn't doing well, I guess we should try Picard. Right wingers. Oh no, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? Get out of that. Let's go to league stats, and then we'll finish up like that. Points: McDavid 91, 85 for Puljujärvi, Crosby, Stamkos, Tavares. I know you guys like seeing younger guys' stats sometimes, so there's Puljujärvi's stats. Wow, 30 goals. That's crazy. 31 goals for McDavid. He is insane. A closer look. There you go. Even his physical and defensive stats are pretty good. 95 overall. Ooh, that's big. Eichel cycle. See though, Henrique though, I like his offensive awareness is 88. Maybe that helps him get more points, and then he plays with Taylor Hall, so that obviously helps even more. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this team right now. 83 overall, depth forward, it has 64 points. Okay. Rookie skaters, quick look there. 68 points for Josh Hosang at 80 overall. That's crazy. See, this guy is getting 68 points, but McKinnon can't get like nothing. And he's 10 overalls higher. Like, seriously. Goalies, quick look at that. Quickly, come on. Careful here. I don't want it to freeze. Goals. There you go. No goals for goalies. And just checking. It's always nice to see. It's kind of interesting. Wins, we'll just go off of that, and then you can see the stats. Talbot had a good season, 42 wins, Lundqvist. So it looks like Dubnyk was probably the top guy. Pretty good wins-loss ratio, and then save percentage and stuff, very solid. Same with Varlamov could have won he could. Oh my gosh, I hate that so much now. I had no idea. It could actually be Jake Allen if you could win the Vezina. It's either going to be like Talbot, because arguably his record is insane, or stat-wise. I mean, Varlamov, he's going to win. He has a legitimate chance of winning the Vezina, and he's like, oh my gosh, we needed him. We really did. That's a huge loss. Soderberg is another big loss, but I mean, I don't know. That's really tough. Goals, quick look. Stamkos 39. Sorry, I forgot to show you that, guys. There's Eichel cycle stats. There you go. And that should be it, guys. That's the season. I guess we can check out team stats. I can do that, but I'm gonna finish off here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button. It would be really nice to have the support, especially after what just happened to us. Make sure you guys stay tuned for when the next episode of our season mode comes out. I don't usually do this very often, but I thought, what the hell? Well, I show the stats. Goals for Colorado, we were even. So, yeah, we had the depth, but not quite the stud scoring like we in the past. Defensively, I'm sure that was a lot better earlier on. Power play, we have a lot of power plays, I think. But it doesn't seem we can capitalize. So maybe if you guys think we should make some changes to the power play, if you could suggest something like that. Time shorthanded, we take way too many penalties. It's just said and done. But penalty kill actually was very good for us. 84.2% is nothing to laugh at. And St. Louis is a solid penalty kill. So we could be in trouble. St. Louis is one of the top teams in the league. We got a big challenge. But if we can beat them, who's to say we can't go all the way? So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet, because I mean we're getting tons of subs ever since our 200 sub video, our 200 Q&A. I mean we're at 233 last time I checked, so 233, 229 in between there. So that's awesome. I really appreciate your guys' support. So keep it up. This is a big game. We'll have to talk about that in the next one. I just saw the whole team meeting. So anyways, I keep on stalling. It's a long video. You guys like long videos as usual. Or at least most of you do. I don't know. Just whatever. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think, what we can do to keep this team from losing. And I'll see you guys in the next one.